Alright, so Summer's probably at the point now we're looking at our semicircles. Just going to quickly talk about the equation for semicircles, and then I'll let you keep charging on your own. So essentially with a semicircle, it's just the transpose, which is the rearranged version of our circle formula, where we're trying to make y the subject. So this would be a semicircle that looks something like this. Okay. That's where our semicircle is centered. The reason that's an equation is because only one y value for each x value, correct? Happy with that? Whereas our circles, they're relations. So if it completes a circle, it's a relation. So we're purely looking at semicircle equations, which must have the y isolated as a variable. If we wanted to have a semicircle that looked something like this, then we would need to rearrange to make x the subject. But we'll just deal with those ones first, because if you can do it for y, you can do it for the other one. So the first thing we want to do is we're just trying to make y the subject, so we rearrange that equation in its general form. I subtract x minus h squared. I then remove the square root. Now I've missed something out on this one here. Plus or minus, and then I bring the k over. So that's the general form of our semicircle. Now with this, I can only have one of these operations. Does that make sense? My equation for a semicircle can't be 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus x squared. It has to be plus or minus. Cool? If it's minus, what do you think happens? It's a semicircle. Smiley face semicircle. If it's plus, it's sad face semicircle. Cool? Happy with that? I think, anyway, I'm just going off the top of the dome with that one. All we need to do is, if I ask us to identify an equation for the semicircle here, I'll just move that to 2 and that to 1, so this is my point, and it goes through that point there and that point there. Can you tell me the equation for that semicircle, please? I want you to write that down, try and figure it out yourself. So your answer should have y equals. What do we get there? Y equals, what's our k value? 1. Is it plus or is it minus? What's my r squared value? Or my r values, I can write 2 squared and then it will become 4 yet. How do I know my radius is 2? Starts here, gets to that point there, that distance is 2, correct? What do I do now? Who had that as their equation? Very good. Happy with that? Who feels they can do that on their own? Who needs help? Okay, good. I'll be doing that. You should be able to do question 9 and 10 now in exercise 4.3.